I filmed that order packing footage on Thursday. I didn't end up filming anything else Thursday, so it could still be the intro. Little Miss Whiny, come here. Yes, you can come up. Oh, now she's so happy. Feels nice to have actually done my hair today because I was ratty throughout the shop update. Rarely have hair and makeup done. My makeup's half done because my eyes got all swollen and itchy. On Thursday I put on like a full face of makeup, including eyeliner, which I don't usually do unless it's like a Friday stream day. And I had done eyeshadow, which is virtually unheard of from me. I almost never wear eyeshadow, but I was ordering more makeup because a lot of it's getting old and needs to be replaced. And I was looking at powder for my brows, which is usually just eyeshadow. And in the listing, there was like a sparkly white eyeshadow. And I was like, I have one just like that. Let me wear it today. And then my eyes went. So was it the eyeshadow? I don't know, because the redness and swelling was mostly along the lash line. So that would imply maybe it was the eyeliner or the mascara, which it could have been. The eyeliner and mascara are both really old, due to be replaced, but it was the day I wore the eyeshadow. I don't know. So I threw out the old makeup and I'm scared to use the new makeup because I don't want to infect it. Well, my eyes were swollen for like 3 days and they're back to normal now. Seemingly. They still look thick, but maybe they're always thick like that. My eyelids. Anyway, today is going to be a bunch of order packing. I got in so many orders over the weekend. Thank you so much. I don't typically get that many in over the weekend. I have like 35 orders or something to pack. So I really need to get my butt in gear. Christian's just out running some errands and he's grabbing food while he's out. So I'm kind of waiting for him to get back so I can have my lunch. It'll be like a big platter, so I can have some of it for lunch and the rest of it for supper. So yes, I do need to stop to eat because I haven't eaten yet today. I've just been dealing with like emails and whatnot. And we also watched House of the Dragon this morning since we didn't watch it last night. First 2 episodes, amazing. Those are allegedly supposed to be the last 2 episodes of season 2. And it certainly felt that way. Oh, I hear Christian, he's back. He's back with our snack. Do-do-do-do. Another thing I did this morning was officially turning off shipping to Ireland, specifically the Republic of Ireland, because I've been having issues with them all year. Most of the packages I'm sending there are getting rejected by customs and I don't know why, and I've reached out to them and they're not giving me any specifics. They're just like, make sure you have all this information, and I did supply all that information, so I really don't know. I was hoping maybe it was a temporary issue, but it has not resolved with this latest shop update. And packages are getting rejected. Like sometimes I can send the exact same package with the exact same customs form a second time and it'll make it through. But the first time it will get stuck. Sometimes both get stuck. It's getting to the point where I'm like sending packages out multiple times and they're just getting sent back. And it's a widespread issue. Like I said, most of my orders to Ireland are not making it through. So I don't know what to do at this point. Like, all my other EU packages are getting delivered just fine. So why is AN Post treating these differently? And it's to the point where I just can't ship there anymore. So unfortunately had to turn shipping off for Ireland, but not Northern Ireland. Northern Ireland is fine. They don't use AN Post, so I can still ship there. But if anyone wants to order anything to Ireland, you'd have to go through a reshipping service where you get it shipped to a different country first and they forward it to your address. That's really the only option right now. And I hate that it has come to this. Like I said, it's been happening for months. I've tried to get it resolved and I can't. So I can't ship there anymore and I don't know why. I gotta sneak in a little extra clip here because there have been developments on the shipping front. So shipping to Ireland still disabled, but it's officially been disabled by Canada Post now, not just by my choice. Not only have they suspended shipping to Ireland, but also Austria, Belgium, Czech Republic, Denmark, Finland, France, Germany, Luxembourg, Portugal, and Spain. So I can no longer ship to any of those countries. Why is this? Well, it's because of the new EU tariffs and requirements related to that new tariff I talked about in a recent vlog where they're going to impose this €3 VAT on each HS code type for an order. And I didn't really think it would affect me because it said it's only for IOSS registered businesses, and I'm not registered for that. But they did say it would possibly extend to non-IOSS. But what seems to be the deal breaker here is certain countries are requiring DDP shipping, which means delivery duties paid. That's when the duties are prepaid before it even leaves the country to go to another country. Because usually for my international customers, they pay any kind of VAT and import fees upon delivery or just prior to delivery. A lot of postal services do make you pay before they'll even attempt delivery, but they don't charge you till the package is in your country. This is something different where it'd be paid up front, like the customer would pay it at checkout kind of thing. That's what I do right now for the US, because when they implemented the tariffs, it had to be DDP. And that was making me mad because, like, if you're going to impose this tax, you should be the one to collect it instead of forcing other countries to collect the payment for you, you know? That made me so mad at the time because I'm like, every other country's got to set up a system just to send stuff to the US now. Like, they should just be collecting it themselves instead of forcing everyone else to create systems for them. But I will say, in hindsight, that's kind of nice because I could just bake the tariffs into my product pricing and everything's prepaid, no surprise bills for my customers when the products get delivered. Because I know a lot of international destinations, they're used to paying import tax on stuff from out of country, but Americans were not. So it was nice to kind of keep it seamless. And I thought it would be nice if eventually that works out internationally as well. But the US is just one country, right? Like Canada Post had to get that figured out for one country. Now they have to get it figured out for a whole swath of countries. So unless they're all using the same kind of portal or system, it could be more involved and could take longer to figure out. So it says effective July 1st, the European Union introduced a new €3 customs duty per item in addition to import VAT and enhanced item level data and compliance requirements. What does that mean? Like some kind of additional information we have to provide on the customs form that we haven't previously? Is that what they mean? I'm not sure. But it mentions that they are still shipping to EU countries that accept DDU packages, so delivered duties unpaid. Those I can still ship to. It's just the ones that are forcing DDP that I can't ship to right now. It says Canada Post will continue to accept shipments to destinations where delivered duties unpaid remains operationally feasible while working to implement compliance solutions across impacted markets. So, like, that's a whole list of European countries I do ship to on the regular. So that sucks. I mean, the biggest one in Europe that I ship to is the UK. That's where I get most of my European orders to, but they're not part of the EU. So they're unaffected by this, but there are a lot that are affected. So I don't even know what to do about this. Like, I kind of just want to wait it out because I would have to set up a whole other system. If I try to use a different courier, it would be way more expensive to ship. And couriers usually have higher tariff rates as well compared to postal. That would affect my free shipping threshold for international. Plus, just like, how do I even go about setting that up and collecting the duties? Like, I don't even know. It was already a big headache when it was one country to deal with, and now it's a whole bunch of them. So I guess I just won't ship to these countries until Canada Post figures out a system for implementing the DDP. And yeah, it's really annoying, but also I'm kind of glad, like, Canada Post needs a DDP option. It'd be so nice for my customers to just know the full cost up front. Plus it helps speed up customs clearance. So it's annoying right now, but I think it will hopefully be a good thing in the long run to get that DDP solution set up. And hopefully they do it for all of the EU, not just for the ones that are forcing it. Who knows? Like, I don't know what's going on the back end and what kind of systems they're looking into. Because, like, for the US, they use Zonos, for example. And so they're a third party that calculates and collects the tariffs and then remits them to the US government. So would there be a similar system that works for all of the EU? I don't know. And how long is it going to be suspended for? Probably at least a month. Like, the Zonos setup, I think, took at least a month, especially like the ShipStation integration part of it. It's hard to remember the timeline on all that because there was also Canada Post strikes going on, like right after systems were back up. It was just a mess all around. So all we can do right now is wait, I guess. I'm not sure what kinds of solutions Chit Chats has for it, but Chit Chats is just very cumbersome with all the setup because like all my setup is for buying labels through ShipStation using my commercial Canada Post account. I switched to something else like Chit Chats and it messes everything up, and like none of my shipping rates at checkout are going to match what the customer's supposed to be paying. And there's a lot of countries where it costs a lot more on Chit Chats than it does for me with my commercial Canada Post account. Some are about the same, but a lot of them cost a lot more to ship through Chit Chats, and so I just I don't want to go that route. I don't. And I don't want to have to drive all the way to Chit Chats for like one package. Or I could pay like $15 for a mail pickup, I guess. That's probably what I would do. But then that's wiping out my profit margin from that order. So it's like, ugh, I'm probably just not doing Chit Chats for this. I'm just going to wait. Now, let's go get the food. Oh, baby. The chicken skewer platter. Oh, yeah. Big Brother is watching. That's also what I did this morning, is set that up because I had to let the battery charge overnight. And now it's connected to a solar panel. And at first I mounted it right there on the ceiling where you can see the spackle. And then found out that this type of camera is not supposed to be hung upside down, so they don't let you rotate the view in the Ring app. How stupid is that? And that's because that's an outdoor camera, and I guess they're not waterproof if they're upside down, so they don't want you to mount them upside down. Therefore, they don't let you flip the camera like they do for the indoor cameras. And the reason that's an outdoor camera is because it's just one I already had. I'm not going to buy a new camera when I've got one here. And it's got a solar panel so it can like be charged from the window instead of trying to use an extension cord to plug it in up there. Wee. And I also screwed it onto the wall twice because the first time it wasn't high enough and the curtains were blocking the view. I made a lot of holes. Oh, I just saw little baby Scurry over here. Oh, she's scared. There's Thunder out there. Poor baby. She likes to come and hide on these shelves during storms. She typically makes her way up to the top and chills up there. Is that what you're trying to get? I can help you. I moved the tape that was here because it was blocking her little shelf. There's even a little cushion up here for her, although right now she's over there. Also, I just put these shoes on. I know wearing outdoor shoes in the house is a mortal sin here in Canada, but I'm trying to break them in. And I've had them for a while. I'm scared they're going to dry rot if I don't actually use them, but I've never found them that comfortable, although already they're way better. Before I put them on, I just stomped down this part. That's already such a big improvement. Christian just came down and gave me some more details about Midna. So she heard thunder, got scared, and jumped off the couch and hid underneath one of the beds. But then Christian was vacuuming and he went into that room and Midna freaked out and bolted out of there. So she's been traumatized by the thunder and Lord Vacuum. Oh, poor baby. Do you like that spot more now? Should I move your bed to that spot? Meanwhile, Kiki, not afraid of thunder. But she does not like the vacuum. I can't film too much of this because I gotta pack fast to get this all out before the mail pickup today. For Alicia, I need a Halloween Cats pocket tee on light blue. Ta-da! And speaking of the shirt, I just repacked a partial order because I sent someone the wrong pocket tee. I sent them a light blue Halloween Cats, but they had ordered a denim blue stationary brown. So wrong design, wrong color. Oh my goodness, I don't know how I did that. Like, these barcodes only confirm size and style. It does not confirm design or color. So even though I have the scanner, I can still make mistakes. What's just funny though is like, I called Christian down. I was like, oh, I'm going to need you to quickly make a stationary brown. He goes digging through the bins of extras. He's like, you mean this stationary brown? And I was like, what was that doing in the extras bin? Because sometimes he'll make a wrong variant and we just like keep it in case someone ends up ordering it, or maybe it eventually just gets listed for a discount. So I was like, why did that one end up in the extras bin? But also, like, who was supposed to receive the Halloween Cats one? Like, I can look up SKUs to see when a product was last ordered, and no one's ordered it. since early May for that specific variant. And I was like, okay, so where did this one come from that I sent the customer? Like, where did that come from? Why did I send them that one? And I'm wondering if it ended up, like if it came from the extras bin, like maybe that one was supposed to go in the extras bin and the stationery into our bins out here for ones that go out in orders, and maybe he like mixed them up. But then also I didn't catch that, like it somehow slipped through the cracks twice. But on the plus side, it only messed up one person's order. There's not a second order I gotta deal with, which is nice. And it's an extra we had lying around, so it doesn't mess with our inventory either, because I've listed all the pocket tees, even the spares, so we have no spares. What I'm trying to say is, in the end, it's all good. And they're gonna get the correct one, because it was already made, just sitting here. It just got put in the wrong bin. Okay, this is gonna go in a poly mailer. I might discontinue poly mailers, honestly, and just do boxes. But for now, I do still have some, so it's going in one. But my policy in such a case, like if I send you an incorrect item, you get to keep it. I'm not gonna make you send it back. So I, of course, also replace the item at no cost to you, but yeah, you just get to keep the extra. You know, if I make a mistake, it's in your favor. You just have to wait a little longer, I guess, to get the correct one. So I gotta make sure I'm paying extra attention today, because there are a lot of pocket tee orders. I gotta make sure I'm not grabbing the wrong ones. For Megan, we have 3 notepads: Froggy Chaos, Forest Cuddles, and Rabbit. Oh yeah, I was like, where are my boxes? I got no boxes up here. Whee! But Christian just folded some for me. Oh, that last stack is 2 different sizes in it. There. Cute! A perfect fit for this box. And I'm almost out of the green Crink. Got a little bit left in my bin here. I'll definitely run out today. And then it's back to the pink and French vanilla. Oh my god, it's karaoke night tomorrow. I still don't have a song picked. The theme is one-hit wonders. And people can reserve songs. So if I'm not reserving one, I better have a couple choices in case I pick someone else's reserved song. Also, tomorrow is Tuesday. We're having karaoke night on a Tuesday. These karaoke nights are just at someone's house. We go there and, you know, everyone has a song based on a theme. But yeah, it's on a Tuesday because Wednesday's a holiday for Canada Day. Not really a holiday for me. I don't really take holidays off, especially not midweek ones, but I can make it work. Gotta figure out my song today. Alicia is getting 2 of the B grade dot grid Halloween cats. Oh, these don't have barcodes, but they say B dot. These must be ones I grabbed off the back shelf, and then I didn't realize they don't have barcodes yet. And speaking of perfect fits, these fit quite nicely in the square boxes because I designed them to fit nicely, at least in terms of these dimensions. In terms of thickness, it's just kind of a coincidence that 2 fit nearly perfectly in that box. There's not really room for Crink though. Sometimes I do the sprinkliest of Crinks, but honestly, I don't want much in there because I don't want it to dig into the cover of the books potentially. But there's room for the thinnest of layers. Oh yeah, and I brought up karaoke night because it's on a Tuesday night, which is usually game stream night. So I kind of want to make up that stream just because I've been missing so many game streams because of the shop update. Finally getting back to the game streams, and I'm like, oh, okay, I don't want to miss it. So I might do a game stream tonight. Well, it's pretty much set. I want to do one tonight. So that's my plan. So maybe not the best because I'm also starting the vlog filming on a Monday, which is late to start it. So I'll make it work though. I can make it work. Brittany, you got the last of the green crink. Back to this, which feels so soft and pastel now compared to the other one. 4:15, I just got through them all. Yes.
I don't know if you look, but you look like garbage rat. You look like you come out of
I'm pissed if I die here. Okay.
gas station, and you look like garbage.
Get him. Praise be Torrent. And it's now Tuesday, and I am feeling lazy. I've been lazy like the past week. After I got the basement organized and cleaned up, I just like I'm still getting things done, and I'm handling emails and planning things out, packing orders as they come in, you know, whatever. I'm still doing things, but I feel like I'm doing the absolute bare minimum. And like Thursday, for example, did my hair and makeup, was prepared to film a bunch, and I just ended up not. Maybe I'm just mildly burnt out from this last shop update and want to do nothing. But also I have so many ideas right now. I feel really inspired for new things I want to create. I guess just the motivation's not there. But one thing I want to do is just make some kind of art. And what I want to do is some initial doodles related to the bee collection. I talked about it in a recent vlog how, you know, I designed this back in like December or something. Because I have to get started on the sketchbook so far in advance. And once again, no, this is not the final fabric. We're not doing the shiny fabric. But the embroidery, that's what it's going to look like with that. So my original plans for the bee collection have changed a bit though, because I thought it would be mainly just these colors, possibly even a diamond pattern for something. But back then I was thinking of two versions of the bee collection, like one illustration, one more simple for people who like more simple stuff. But I think I'm going to move away from the double collections going forward and just try to focus on having more different types of products in the collection. I want to start doing some initial doodles. Like, I think I'm just going to take some pictures and do studies of them with my markers and figure out, you know, how am I going to color in, say, the blueberries? How exactly am I going to draw the bees? Just draw some random elements as prep. None of that, the art I do today is going to actually be used in the collection, most likely. It just is like the planning, I guess. Figuring stuff out. I hate that I feel like I don't have a lot to say. I love when I have a lot to say for the vlogs, you know? Because how am I supposed to make like an hour-long vlog if I have nothing to say? Ooh, I know something to mention. If you follow me on Facebook, you're probably noticing I'm posting a lot of reels, and it's stuff I've already posted previously to Instagram and TikTok. And that's because I was invited to the Facebook Creator Fast Track program, where they want you to post 15 reels a month for 3 months, and then they'll pay you bonuses every month for that sort of thing, in addition to any monetization you would make. Because it's a fast track to monetization, because my Facebook page was not monetized before. And I actually did start posting to there recently, because every time I'd post to Instagram, there's the option to cross post it to Facebook. And I was like, yeah, let me update my profile picture, banner, whatever, because I had abandoned my Facebook page years ago. I had revamped it up, and I'd only posted like a few things. And then I got invited to the Creator Fast Track, and I'm like, okay, but yeah, I need to post 15 reels a month. I don't know if I even make that many short form videos in a year, so that's a big job. And this whole invitation thing was happening during the big shop update, and I was like, oh, I don't have time to deal with this right now. And Meta wanted to jump on like a video call with me, and I was like, I can't right now. Like it was just so much. So I started posting basically as soon as I was caught up on orders. I started posting the videos, and it's just mainly been existing videos that I already had pre-made. Although I did edit the bunny wearing the Aurora dress. That one, I finally edited that footage and turned it into a short form video because I've been meaning to do that. But it's just been reposting old stuff. The thing is, I don't have that many old videos to post. And some of them just don't really work well. Like, it's old vlogs that I don't really want to post. But, you know, I have some things. So I've been posting them there. So you're going to see like an influx of old videos. And then it'll get to a point where I'm just posting new things. And I thought this would be a good motivation for me to actually regularly post short form, because I keep telling myself like I need to post short forms, even if it's like one a week. Even if it's one a week, I just need to, because that's the way social media is moving. I never want to abandon my long form. I like to talk too much, but just for like discovery, getting new eyes on my videos, new eyes on the shop, whatever. I feel like that's what's going to get me more traction. So, you know, I've been struggling with it for years. I will post for like a week and then disappear for 3 months and not post any short form videos. It's tough. But I mean, I guess I've been inconsistent on every platform except YouTube, because even just posting pictures to Instagram, I've never been consistent with that. Like, so much art and it never got posted or what have you. And then sometimes I wonder, well, my shop's doing well enough. Do I even need short form? But I feel like if I don't post short form, my YouTube channel will eventually die off. So I don't know. Honestly, I wouldn't mind more orders during like the slower times. I don't need more orders during the big shop updates. I'm busy enough with those. But, you know, during the slow times, it would help to get more orders during that time. So yeah, I should post those shorts. So I'm hoping this Facebook thing is the motivation I need. Like, maybe after posting regularly for 3 months, I will keep posting. I'm not going to be posting 15 a month. No, but you know, again, like if at least one a week. Ideally 2, but it's like, you know, filming and editing, all that really adds to the time I already put into editing videos and stuff. So I don't want to overdo it. But I just like the accountability of it all, because I told myself in the past, like, oh, I'm going to give myself a challenge where I post a short every day for a month and then see how it goes after that. Maybe I'll feel compelled to post more frequently. But I always fall off those challenges I set for myself. But this is like the website holding me accountable, and there's like little tracker bars being like progress bars showing you've posted this many out of this many that you need to post. And I'm like, okay. Anyway, I found something to talk about. Yay. Now let's do some doodling. At least starting out with just straight up studies. Like, I have pictures of blueberries saved to my phone. Want to do that and just figure out how I'm drawing the bees from some different angles, because I do want them fat, just like the sketchbook cover. I want them fluffy and rotund. And are the wings gonna look like this? Should I make them shorter? Depends. Catio is open. Move it or lose it, Midna. I want the blueberries to have a lot of blue and purple, so something like this is perfect. This is a picture of more of the plant, like how all the branches and things look. Again, some more of that. Some different angles, I guess. And then these are the flowers, because I do want to incorporate the flowers in there somehow. Oh, just so cute, like a little bee, his butt poking out of that. That would be so cute. And look at the colors on this one. Oh, adorbs. So those are my little photos I can go off of. Oh, Kiki, it's windy. I typically close the curtains when I film art stuff because I don't want inconsistent lighting of the sun going behind clouds and stuff. It's still a little inconsistent because these curtains are light filtering. They don't block all the light. I didn't want them to. I typically close them for more even lighting, and it helps diffuse the light in here. But I put my art table here so that I could see outside while I draw. Anytime I look up, I can see the nature. So today, I'm going to leave the curtains open. The sky is darkening. I heard some thunder, so little Mushy is gone. All right, let's draw some blueberries and other such things. Here I'm sketching it out lightly in my blue pencil. And I did not end up coloring in all the blueberries I drew. I erased one because I was like, you know what? I've got it figured out. I just wanted one blueberry of each color. One blue, of course. One blue with a bit of purple. One more purple. And then one that's whitish. So, have my bases covered here with this one. So closely following the reference photo, but also just kind of making it my own, figuring out what colors I'm using and what pencils I want to outline with, all that good stuff. I don't know if I'm going to draw them in an illustration exactly like this. Like the first blueberry I drew was starting to get a little realistic. I don't know if we're all going to look like that. It also depends at what scale they're drawn in the actual illustration. Am I going to draw them this big? I don't know. I haven't figured out the illustration yet, but just planning colors. And it's so hard when looking at reference photos to not just exactly copy the colors. For example, I want the stems to be more on the bluish green side, the teal turquoise side. And so I'm like, okay, don't follow the reference too closely. Oh, and a white pencil's perfect for adding that weird sheen. Not even a sheen. It's like the opposite of a sheen. Lack of sheen on blueberries. They have that kind of matte whitish coating, you know? Yeah, white pencil, great for that. And while working on this, I was listening to the third Mistborn book. I am officially on the third book. Took a bit of a break from listening to the audiobooks for a while, but I'm back on it, especially because I'm always running out of YouTube videos to watch while I do this sort of thing. Plus, I was using pictures on my phone for reference, so I didn't want a YouTube video up, although I could just listen to the YouTube video in the background. But I figured, audiobook girl, get on those audiobooks so you can get through more books, otherwise it's going to take me forever. Like the Wheel of Time book I'm on right now, the fourth one. I'm finally almost done. I have 10% left. So like 100 and some pages left. We're getting there finally. But that book I only read at bedtime. I didn't just like sit down to read a big chunk of it because anytime I tried, I would just fall asleep. So it's taken me a while. I've conditioned myself to just fall asleep during reading. But also Wheel of Time is just kind of like long and drawn out. So yeah, slowly working my way through that. One thing I like about the stems on the blueberry plant is some of the joints have this redness to them, and it just adds a little extra something interesting to it instead of just green the whole way through. So I'll make sure to incorporate some of that in the illustration. And then putting down all the colors I used, labeling them so I'm not confused when I go to color in the actual illustration and be like, what did I use again in my sketchbook? Let's write it all down. And then I wanted to do a drawing where we focus on a leaf and the accompanying stems, because the stems have an interesting shape to them. They're kind of like a little curved shape that repeats, you know, like a little scalloped. And then the leaves come off the points. So that was fun. And at first I was drawing in all the veins on the leaf, but I don't know if I'm really going to do that on the final illustration because it gives it a cartoony feel. But also, it does depend at what scale the leaves are drawn. Like, if there's a really close-up one, I'm probably going to want to add at least a hint of the veining. But otherwise, I might just leave it out because I was not a fan of how that was looking on this illustration. And then I ended up drawing a separate leaf that's darker than the other ones. And I did it veinless, and I like that look better. Yeah, stem, just kind of the same as the blueberry stem from above, reusing those same colors. So I didn't have to write out a color legend for those because it was all the same stuff and just figuring out like, okay, how dark are we going on these outlines? I was doing a lot of navy blue at first. And I'm like, okay, don't go too heavy on that. And just use different pencil colors in different areas of the outline. And then this here is the darker leaf. And the marker was drying out. So I just quickly refill that with ink and then finish that up using a lot of dark blues in the shadows. I loved the way this one turned out. I just like to do one half of the leaf darker than the other half. And then in general, there's a gradient from dark to light. That's how I do it. And writing down the colors once again. I feel like I ruined the aesthetics of this page by putting that in the corner. I just wanted it by the leaf, but there wasn't much room. Like up here, it was looking so cute. Added the leaves in. I was like, oh, the layout of this page is kind of nice. But then I ruin it. But I need to know what colors I was using. For the branch, it's the same as up there. But I guess now the pressure's off. I don't have to worry if the rest of it looks ugly. I mean, hopefully the art part looks good, but I shouldn't be concerned about the layout of the page. Well, maybe Midna is down here. I thought she scurried upstairs. I heard something back here. Oh, there she is. Oh, she's grumbling. Oh, yeah. If I look in that crack, I see some fuzz. Okay, I just spent nearly an hour looking into songs for karaoke night tonight because I still haven't picked my song and it's day of and the theme's one hit wonders. So I was looking up some different songs and I've got a list here of potentials. The number one I want to do, as long as no one else is doing it, is You Get What You Give by the New Radicals, because I know that one quite well. And then one I know even better is Bad Day by Daniel Powter. That one's a little slower though. Like, I wouldn't want that to be my main, but it's something I could sing. I used to listen to that song all the time, so I know it really well. Wherever You Will Go by The Calling, that's a good one. Paralyzer by Finger 11. They technically had 2 hits, but whatever. Only the first song has to technically be on theme. And then once everyone's done one song on theme, it's like open to whatever. Life is a Highway is a classic, and one I know well enough that I could do. What's Up by Four Non Blondes. That would be a good one. And then Who Let the Dogs Out? That one, that one has a very fast bridge. I don't think I could do that part, but I could easily do the rest of it because I listened to that all the time as a kid, so I know it quite well. But I don't know if I'm brave enough for that one. Really, I just need one song from this list, so hoping You Get What You Give is the one I can do. Because what I want to do is now listen to the songs for the rest of the day, like any that I think I might sing tonight, listen to them while I'm drawing, just familiarize myself with them. Listen to it a few times while just reading the lyrics alongside it, you know. And I also still have to get ready for karaoke night because I haven't gotten ready at all today, other than showering. Okay, you know what? I think I'm just not going to post a vlog this week. I was going to skip next week, but I think I'm going to skip this week instead and post this next week. So it kind of ends up being the same thing, except this vlog will be better because I can include more footage because I don't have to stop filming tonight. I can keep recording. And the timeline's all out of whack because I'm going to go visit my sister this weekend and her husband and her kitties. And so that's why everything's all... So how about I just keep filming through to the end of the trip. I'm not going to film very much while I'm there, but I'll get a few little clips. And then it can all be in this vlog instead of having a crappy vlog this week and no vlog next week. We have one longer, better vlog. Yeah, okay, I'll do that. And I haven't mentioned it yet because I don't like to talk about travel before I leave. I only talk about it when I'm back. So that's why I wasn't discussing it. But if this vlog's not going up this week, I can discuss it. So it's currently Tuesday and tomorrow's our last day here because Thursday we leave and then we're there for the long weekend, so we're coming back Monday. So I'll be here in Canada for Canada Day and then I'll be in the US for the 4th of July. So I've been prepping for that over the last couple days, like making little travel size versions of all my products and picking out my clothes, packing, all that good stuff. I'm going to try to do just carry-on and a personal item. I think I could do it because most of it's already packed. It's just the hardest part is getting all the liquids to fit in one Ziploc bag. Like I now use gel deodorant, so that counts as a liquid. So it's got to go in the Ziploc baggie. And technically, the whole thing of deodorant is under 100 milliliters, so it's technically allowed as a carry-on, but it's just way too big to fit in the bag. So I was like scraping up deodorant into my little travel tube. Stuff like that, getting it in order. So that's something I've been doing the last few days. It's my last chance to get anything done before we go, and tomorrow's gonna be pretty jam-packed with all the final prep, and I want to paint my toenails gel and my fingers gel. That's gonna take like half the day. And editing this vlog was also going to be on the docket. There was just not enough time to get everything done tomorrow, but now I don't have to edit it yet. I can edit it when I'm back. And that makes me feel so much better about tomorrow. I also need to do payroll tomorrow, Checking for the flight. Gotta cancel my mail pickup for Monday. About the mail pickups, the timing's gonna be kind of weird because Thursday, the day we leave, that's mail pickup day. And I could do it Wednesday instead, but no, I can't because Wednesday's a holiday. So I'm probably going to have a few orders to put out, and I'm just going to put them in a baggie on the front step with the manifest stapled to it, and I just got to hope nobody steals it. And if somebody does steal it, I'll have to redo those orders when I get back, but it should be fine. I have done that before, but I don't like doing it. It's just really awkward timing. Anyway, I also want to vacuum the main floor because it's disgusting. I want to clean my white shoes that I'm bringing. The ones I was wearing yesterday, I'm breaking them in to take them with me on the trip. Charge all my devices, what have you. There's also prep with the kitty cats, doing all their stuff, and just general house stuff that we do before we go. Gotta water the plants, and we put door stoppers in all the doors so the cats can't lock themselves in the rooms, blah, blah, blah. Do my final packing, what have you. So that's the timeline. Now let's get back to this. I'll have to turn up the brightness on my camera now because it's kind of overcast because it was storming. But also it feels overcast because it's smoky out. Probably shouldn't have the window open, but I don't smell it today. I definitely smelled it yesterday when I went outside for a little bit. And little Keek has actually been using the catio today. Last time I opened it, she wasn't using it. That crack of thunder made us jump out, Kiki. The power went out. My recording! No! Oh, she's so brave. She is not afraid.
I'm upstairs.
Can't believe this. And why are you on? Order counter switched over to this. Probably because it lost internet connection. Why does it sound a bit like hail? Because it is! Also, why are these lights on? The outage made everything wacky. The water just shooting out. Do you feel safe in here? Yes. Ah.
I dare you.
The file is corrupt, but that's okay. You just missed the coloring portion of these, which I'm not even done. Maybe I should wait for the storm to subside before I record more. I mean, I could record with this camera via battery, because my typical setup has it connected to the computer via cable, and so if the computer goes down, the recording goes down. At least the hail stopped. Yeah, you're so brave and intrigued, aren't you? trying to create a little more contrast between the top part and the flower part. Bing. Oh, Jesus. That one shook the house. Whee! Oh my God. Look at this little floofy thing. So this was the first one, but it was getting too greenish, which, you know, matches, but I don't like the look of that. And I do want the beast to pop against everything else. So I'm incorporating the purples, which looks a lot better. And I'm thinking no legs or antenna because they're going to be drawn quite small. And the legs just kind of freak me out. So keep it simple and floofy. And then I redrew it again, but with the head smaller than the rest of the body so that it's easier to tell front and back. So that was the latest coloring attempt. Purple and brown, and then yellow with a bit of pink shading. And the same pink I used for the shadows and the yellow I use for highlights up top. That pink right there. So I think that's it. This one might be a little long. Like if I keep them stubbier, I think that would be even better. It depends, you know. That's like a side view bee, if you couldn't tell. It's like that one, but without the wings. And that was more of a top down. That's adorable. That's the winner. Although, like, how many bees are going to be that big in the illustration? I don't know. I haven't figured out the composition yet. That's a whole other story. I also think these need some reworking. They're not high contrast enough. And maybe I was following the reference a little too closely in terms of color. Need to make it a little more interesting. Maybe get some purples in there too. We'll see. But for sure, more contrast. I do like the idea of the petals just being this nice pop of light color for some value contrast throughout the illustration. But the little hats and stems I think could be darker. Oh, and one thing I didn't draw, just a regular white flower. Could have something similar to that in there. I'm gonna put these in a container together so I remember which pencils I used. And I can put that away. Hey now, this light is also on. Everything turned on. I was thinking of what to wear for karaoke night and I don't have any red clothes, but I have some accessories. I'm gonna try to convince Christian to wear this. I'm gonna wear one of these and then bring the rest. What if it was the one that was in our grass? I mean, it means it grew kind of fast, but maybe. Okay, it's now Thursday. Karaoke night was a success. I had a good time. I sang 4 of the songs on the list. I did You Get What You Give, of course. That was my main one I wanted to do. Then also did What's Up, Life is a Highway, and Who Let the Dogs Out. So I stayed on theme for the night. No one else was wearing Canada Day stuff, which is fair because it was June 30th. It wasn't July 1st. But we did sing Oh Canada as our warm-up song. And we also sang it again at midnight. And some people did wear my extra flag headbands. And then for actual Canada Day, which was yesterday, we didn't really do anything. It was just all the prep. All the prep for leaving. I got everything done on my list except the vacuuming. And I'm so glad I'm pushing the vlog back because there would have been 0 time to edit it. So happy about that. And now that we've spent Canada Day in Canada, let's go spend the 4th of July in the US. It's just so funny to me. I just got a few more things to do to prep down here. I like to shut down the computers and unplug a bunch of stuff from the walls. Just no risk of electrical shenanigans while we're gone. Or I guess just lower risk. Things like that printer, the Pero printer has to stay on because it circulates the white ink. So we'll leave that. I have some orders going out today because it is Thursday. It's mail pickup day. And then we're coming back Monday. So Monday's the next mail pickup day. And we technically will be back before the mail pickup window, but it's possibly tight, especially if the flight's delayed at all. So just to ease my mind, I'm skipping the Monday mail pickup. The thing is, I went to log in yesterday to pause the mail pickup for Monday, and I got locked out of my Canada Post account. And I couldn't call them to unlock the account because it was a holiday. So I did that this morning. Got that all resolved last minute, so yay. And also booked a vet appointment for the kitties. We've been doing all kinds of stuff. It's actually really nice not leaving first thing in the morning for a flight. I often do the first thing in the morning flights because they're so cheap. Although we did get a good deal on the flights for this trip. One of the days had a seat sale. So not too bad price-wise. Yeah, I think that's all the updates I have for you. We're leaving within an hour. So I'm going to do my final prep, get a little bite to eat, and then we're leaving. Oh yeah, also I got Ibis Paint on my phone. I'm surprised I haven't gotten art software on my phone before, but I was debating bringing my iPad in case I want to work on the bee stuff, but it's just so big, and I'm doing carry-on only, but I'm also bringing my Kindle, my Switch, my phone. I was like, I don't want to bring the iPad. And also my phone has this. So, yep. But I realized I can't get clips of me using this because I'm only bringing my phone to film with. I'm not bringing the vlog camera, so I thought I would show it now. Want to see my amazing art from this morning when I downloaded the app? Wow. I guess if I badly want a clip, I can get Christian to film it on his phone and send it to me. Security and customs were really fast, so now we have a lot of time to kill. Smoothie acquired, and I might get an egg salad sandwich for the road. I love getting egg salad sandwiches at the airport. Appa. Pringies. And my egg salad sandwich. Huzzah. Oh. He will like fully play himself into things too and be careful sometimes not to like. Come on in, Kiko and Modna. take these to the garage so they don't get chewed up by a certain someone. Purple toes. I was gonna do blue, but my blue is empty. And now this color's empty too. The thing is though, I was like scraping off some extra gel at the end and I dug in the corner of my toenail because it gets like a little ingrown at times. And I hurt myself. Ow. Looks worse now than before. And it didn't even hurt when it happened, but it hurts now. This is Batman. And this is Rena. And she likes to go under the bed, so I don't know how I'm gonna get her out of there. Sure. Yeah, I don't even want to touch those. Okay, we gotta get you out of here.
They're all shaded right now.
Dole Whip with rum. And I gotta zoom in on the notch. Take the safety pin out. If you want the views. Not my modesty pin. You keep talking about those perky titties on your streams, you better show them. Okay.
We want to do something for our family for Christmas. What can we do? And I said, I want somebody arrested. I want somebody to be held accountable for this.
Hunter's dream, you grab from here, right when you go back there, in turn order.
How much health does it have left? And how much damage can you do?
Okay, post-trip wrap-up. It's currently Wednesday as I'm filming this outro. So the trip went well. On the way there, I watched the movie Wake Up Dead Man Knives Out story. I love the Knives Out movies, and this one was great, and it was so funny, especially at the beginning. Like, I was just belly laughing so much, and I enjoyed the story. It's always a whodunit kind of murder mystery story. And then I did do some doodling on my phone. Not much, though. Where is my phone? It's right in front of me. Okay. Because that was like a 2.5-hour movie, so there wasn't much time to do anything else on that flight. But I essentially did a possible thumbnail for the bee illustration. I don't know if I want vertical, like landscape versus portrait for this. I'm undecided. I just feel like portrait works well if I'm showing a lot of sky, but landscape works well if I'm showing more of the ground. I don't know if I will show any of the ground in this. But imagine a cluster of blueberries here that's kind of sticking up, and then more of like a droopy stem hanging down this way, and then the flowers in the corner, and then the daisy style flowers, or they're not really daisies, more like a buttercup or something, I don't know, down here. And I started drawing in a few bees, but it's such a scribble mess. And then it was getting real turbulent, so I stopped drawing because we were on our descent, and yeah, it was really rough. Christian comes out of the embroidery room right when I'm about to talk about him. Christian got sick. He was puking from the turbulence, which is not the first time it's happened, but yeah, that was going on the descent, and he felt icky for the rest of the day. Portia. And as you saw, we were at a pool. We rented a day bed there, which was nice. I got bit by a bug. It was chilling on Christian's towel. He had it like wrapped around his waist. He's like, look at this bug. And I was like, oh my God, it's so cute. And I was getting it to crawl into my finger. And I had it on my finger and I was like, Brooklyn, look. And then I was like, ow, it's biting me. It's biting me. I'm trying to show her. And I'm like, it's biting me. It's biting me. We looked up what it was. It's an assassin bug, you know? They can't assassinate humans though. They're harmless. It just felt like a paper cut for like 15 or 20 minutes, and then it was fine. It was specifically a light green assassin bug. They're kind of cute, what can I say? But they got like a little protuberance like a mosquito. And we just chilled for the rest of the day. We did a lot of like hanging out, playing video games, board games, what have you. Oh, and they had a Bloodborne board game, which is really cool. It looks complicated at first. There's lots of pieces, but it's actually pretty straightforward. And it was fun. And then for the 4th of July, we mostly chilled at home during the day. And Brooklyn made some Chicago-style hot dogs. And those are pretty good. Like, I like everything that goes on it. It pained me to not put ketchup on my hot dog, but there's tomatoes and other good stuff on there. So that was really yummy. And some macaroni and potato salad. And then we were debating whether or not to go to the Strip to see the fireworks. And we're like, well, it's like the 250th. We have to go to the Strip. So we went there, and it was neat because not all the hotels, but a lot of the big hotels were shooting off fireworks from the rooftops, and they were all coordinated to go off at the same time. I will say I expected like the finale part to last a little longer, but it was really cool. Just like not only the fireworks, but surrounded by the Vegas lights. So we were outside Caesar's Palace for that, and then we went across the street to the Flamingo for a little gambling and whatnot. Got drunk there. And that was our late night where we went to bed at like 3 in the morning. So the next day we kind of slept in, but it's like hard to sleep in. So it was more like wake up still early-ish and then have a bit of a nap in the afternoon. And we also played Mario Party that day. And then we got showered and ready to go out again because we had a dinner reservation at a restaurant called The Library. It's in Park MGM, and oh my God, it's so cool. First, there's the waiting area. We had a reso, so we weren't waiting very long, but we got there early, so we did chill for just a few minutes in the waiting area with like these creepy TVs with rabbits on them and everything. It was weird. I liked the vibes in there. And then we got taken into the actual restaurant, which is just like you're in a giant library. Very Beauty and the Beast vibes, big chandeliers, and the dark wood is just gorgeous. Could not stop looking around. They've got a wooden spiral staircase in there and a mantle with a mirror above it. And there's a second level. You can't go up there, but it's so high that there's that second level with books up there. And even just all the different chairs and stools they had were really cool. It was just gorgeous. And it was impossible to do it justice on video, so I mainly just stuck to photos. But even then it was kind of hard because they were looking a little blurry, but you can still get the vibes from the pictures. And that was not a late night because my sister had work the next morning and we were flying out early the next morning. And the timing worked out where she could drop us off on her way to work. So that was the trip. It felt so short because if you take off the travel days, it was really just 3 days. Because the day we got there late and then took off early, you know? So it was short, but I also don't like being away from home too long. Like, you know, with all the business stuff and the kiddies. I think that was a nice length of trip, but it just felt so short for being like a trip visiting my sister. So I'll have to go again. Instead of one longer trip a year going there, go twice a year for shorter trips. And when I got home on Monday, I didn't even unpack because I've been a right away unpacker for the last at least 5 years, I'd say. I unpack my stuff right away, but I couldn't. I just conked out in bed and slept. Then yesterday was vlog editing combined with answering emails and also looking into all that EU shipping stuff, trying to figure out what to do and what have you. And now it's Wednesday. I'm going to start filming a new vlog, so I'm going to end it here. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Back a bit. Ooh, careful. This is 2 separate pieces. Marshy, no! Don't get squeezed. Oh, perfect. I do need to push this back a little bit. Let me make sure I'm not going to